Hello, Gemini. My name is Tanya, and I'm going to be doing a month ahead reading for you for the month of February. This is going to cover Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, and just because it's February, let's consider Venus too. So let's see what we have for Gemini for the month of February. I did pre-shuffle, so those are just some bonus ones. Okay, we're starting out here with the Seven of Swords, the Four of Wands, up a little bit more, the Chariot, the Hierophant, and the King of Wands. So there's going to be, we have two major arcanas in this, and that indicates a higher level shift, maybe in a belief or the way you act in some way, or something that causes a change in how you're looking at something or feeling about something long term. Okay, let's get into the individual cards here. So we're starting out here with the Seven of Swords. This is about, it's an air element, swords are, and it's about communication, knowledge, and education. I have the word talks. They're the words talk coming through. So this feels it's heavily related to communication, an exchange of words, possible misunderstandings, the theft of an idea. So this could be something like in a work situation where the manager presents an idea you had as their own, that type of thing. Or someone copies a paper that you wrote. This could also just be gossip, not just, but this could be gossip that is intended to harm you in some way or throw you off your game. So you just want to be careful here at the beginning of the month that communication is very clear and concise. There is nothing that could be misconstrued. And you want to make sure that you also are fully comprehending the message and have a clear understanding about like contracts and all the fine print in those. Don't be rushed into signing anything. Take your time reading it. And don't be afraid to ask to change it so that it takes out the parts that don't benefit anybody, the unnecessary stuff, and get it very fine-tuned and to the point. Because you don't need to carry all the stuff. You don't need to have the extraneous stuff in there. That's where some confusion could come in. Yeah, it does. It feels like that. It's really getting that clarity, especially around documentation and contracts. And that will help clear the air and make sure everybody's on the same page. Okay. Then we're moving on to the Four of Wands. This is a card of celebrating a grand event. This could be a wedding, an engagement, a birth announcement, a major birthday, a retirement, celebrating a major milestone for friends or family or yourself. With friends and family. Usually, this card obviously depicts a union of some type, a connection. So there is that aspect of it for some of you where you're solidifying a relationship, a commitment, and laying down a solid foundation for the future. And then we have the Chariot. This is a major arcana card. And this is a card that says you have control of the direction your life is going to go. It could go wildly out of control if you choose to just sit back and not take any action and not do anything, but just know then it's out of your control and things are willy-nilly and you're not going to be having much success. You need to take control of the reins. You need to make a decision on what direction you want to take your life. And you need to be true to what you feel, how your heart feels, where you're led by your intuition. It's less about logical choices and more about the things that feel right. Are you going to go left? Are you going to go right? Are you going to straight ahead? Are you going to turn around? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to take this adventure of life, if you will? And I have the words, are you going to say yes? Or are you going to say later? For some reason that wants to come through. So there it is, for those that needed that. The Chariot. You have control in this situation. Use it. Leverage it. And then we have the Hierophant. This is another major arcana. This is the case of, are you the student or are you the teacher? The Hierophant is typically, it's someone who knows the rules and what's expected for you out in society, out in the world. They can give you the basics. They can give you insight into how things work. And you can be the one providing that knowledge to someone else, or you could be receiving that knowledge. It could also be a bit of a give and take. You have the keys, or the keys are available to you. So listen. Pay attention. Even the teacher needs to listen, because you can never stop learning, or you just never do. A student could have a very insightful question or inquiry that causes thoughts, or that can enhance your own understanding of a situation, especially when you're trying to apply it to a specific area. What would happen if, those types of things. So be curious, ask questions, and listen. Listen to the answers. Listen to the information that is shared. Pay attention. And then we have the King of Wands. So wands are a fire element, bold, passionate, creative, vivacious, also blunt, impatient, stuff like that. The King of Wands, they are not afraid to go after what they want. They will take charge in a heartbeat, especially if it seems like no one else is making a decision. They will make a decision, they will act on it, and they will trust that everything is going to work out the way that it should. So be bold. Be bold here, at least toward the end of the month. A bold, committed decision is going to be required. Make it quick. Trust your intuition here. That was a lame snap. Make it quick. And be confident. You know what you're doing here. Take the reins and make the decision. Go forth and conquer. Let's see what we have on the bottom of the deck. The Knight of Pentacles. Interesting. This is a card that says, okay, yes, go forth and conquer. Be bold. But maybe have a plan in place. Maybe slow down a little bit. Try a few different options. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. Pentacles are an earth element. They're about material things, money, your job, your home. And the Knight of Pentacles in particular, he's, moseying along, trying things, experimenting, figuring out what works, perfecting the process. And that might be in part of why you have the Hierophant here. This could be someone that you're learning from, and some trial and error. You try it one way. You see what works, what doesn't. Maybe you go back to them for advice and then make a tweak and try again and see it works better, but maybe there's some other things you could do. Go back again for advice and say, what do you think about this option? What about that? This here could also be somebody who is encouraging you and supporting you in this endeavor, in this thing that you're working on perfecting here. And alternatively, this could be someone in your life that you feel is just taking forever to get to the same place you are. You just need to be patient. They need to go through their process and how they do things in order to be happy or even to reach the same conclusion that you might. So be patient with them because they're going to get there and they may come up with a better idea than you have. So let it work. Okay, let's see what we have for an oracle card. The Golden Children. Inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. I like this. So this is about tending to your inner child. Giving yourself that space to make mistakes as you're learning here. But to also at the same time trust in your intuition here. Thrive on that. Make some bold decisions. Because you just have that childlike almost confidence that things are going to work out. That you have support. And the resources you need in order to try again. And enjoy the process of doing that. Or of observing it in someone else that you know. Because this is an endless curiosity here with this Knight of Pentacles. And it can be fascinating to observe and watch and nurture. So nurture yourself. Nurture the growth of those around you. Treasure it. Okay, that's what I have for you, Gemini. Please hit the like button and please hit subscribe to help me grow my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you later.